Welcome to TakeAnother5, your weekly podcast on a bit of this and a bit of that. Hosted by Donna Jodhan.
Hello. It's Donna Jodhan, and welcome to our weekly podcast, TakeAnother5. I hope that everyone has enjoyed their Christmas celebrations, their holiday celebrations. It's the days after the holiday celebrations, and I guess now everyone is getting ready for 2017. So folks, I hope that everyone enjoyed their time off and is continuing to enjoy their time off. I hope that everyone is having a great week. And again, we wanted to thank you for all of your feedback, your suggestions, your comments, and for having taken the time to do so over these busy holiday season days. It's such a wonderful time of the year that I really love and enjoy, because it's a season of gift giving, it's a season of getting together, it's a season of smiling and greeting each other, greeting strangers that you've never even met or seen before. This is so cool. We thank you for having taken the time to stop by and listen to our weekly podcast, TakeAnother5. And now, it's on with the podcast. My name is Donna Jodhan, and I live and work in Toronto, Canada. I live in the far north, in the white north, and at this time of the year, it certainly is very white here in the north, because winter is here. I am an entrepreneur, an author, blogger, audio mystery writer, advocate, and law student. I produce a weekly podcast called TakeAnother5, and in this podcast there are 5 specific segments for you to enjoy. If you are a mom at home and you're always looking for recipes to satisfy the insatiable appetites of your families, then Kitchen Corner, which is segment 1, is for you. Or if you're a retiree at home just looking to improve your cooking skills or cooking creations, hey, Kitchen Corner is for you. If you enjoy technology and you're constantly looking for apps that will help you to improve your daily living in so many different ways, then TakeAnother5 with Technology, segment 2, is for you. And if you enjoy listening to mysteries that will help you to relax, recharge, and allow your imagination to roam and wander, then segment 3, or 5 Minutes Mystery, is for you. Here you get the opportunity to do some problem solving instead of wondering or worrying about what's going on around you. It's just 5 minutes of doing nothing as you sit in your living room, walk around lazily in your kitchen, or simply lie in bed. Our 4th segment is called In the End Zone with the Entrepreneur. And here, I, as an entrepreneur, pass on tips to you based on my experience of having started to be an entrepreneur since year 2000. Finally, segment 5 is all about staying ahead of bullies and scams. Scam alerts is what I give to you in segment 5, and helping you to build awareness about bullying is part 2 of segment 5. Well, I'd like to thank my producer and marketer, and as this year draws to an end, an extra special thank you to both men. First, we have Mike Ciucello, that's Ciarciello, my producer, dedicated, committed, creative. a great friend of mine that I have known for such a very long time. Mike has terrific experience over the years in the music industry. He is a great teacher. He composes. He does a bit of everything. And now he produces my podcasts. You can contact Mike at emma_dsmusic@bell.net, or you can give him a call in Montreal at 514-827-9092. Mike is waiting to hear from you. And now to another Mike, my marketer, Mike Babcock. Mike lives in Oregon, and you can visit his website at http://www.yourownpay.com. And what does Mike do? Mike coaches blind and small business owners with building their businesses online and automating the tasks that they don't want to do for themselves. One of those is simply me. I don't like to do a lot of the tasks because A, I don't have enough time, and B, I just find them mundane. So this is where Mike Babcock comes in. Don't forget, his website is www.yourownpay.com. Now for our question of the day. What is your favorite make of car? Is it a big car, small car, a medium-sized car, or it could be an SUV? Could it be a Mercedes, a Ferrari, a Honda Civic, Pontiac? I don't know. There's so many various makes of cars for you to be choosing from. So which is it? Hey, send us your response to info@sterlingcreations.ca, and I'd be delighted to hear from you. Well, there's no wrap-up for the mystery for this week because we have another surprise for you in segment 3. And we ask you now to stay tuned for that segment, but before that we've got 2 other segments. Time now for segment 1, and we'll catch you on the other side.
Welcome to my kitchen corner.
Hey there, it's Donna Jodhan, and welcome to segment 1 of our weekly podcast, Take Another 5. Are you still on your feet? Are you tired as yet? Or are you still willing to go that extra mile to ensure that we end the month of December on a terrific note? Hey man, I'm all for this. Let's keep on going, folks. We still have a ways to go before December ends. And why not end it with 2 wonderful recipes that we've chosen for you this week? But before we do that, we must thank Mama Peach and wish Mama a very, very terrific and prosperous 2017. All right, let's dive right into our recipes for this week. And the first one is apple stuffed pork loin. It's a roast. So it's apple stuffed pork loin roast. 1 tablespoon of butter. 2 large tart apples peeled and cored and thinly sliced. About 2 cups of these you need. 1 medium onion cut into thin strips. About a cup of this. 2 tablespoons of packed brown sugar. 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. 2 cloves of garlic minced. 1 teaspoon of coarse salt, 1 teaspoon of dried rosemary, 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 boneless center cut pork loin roast. About 4 to 5 pounds would do the trick. 1 cup of cider or apple juice. And now you melt your butter in large skillet over medium to high heat. Add your apples and onion. Cook and stir for about 5 minutes or until it is soft. Stir in your brown sugar and mustard and you set this aside. Combine your garlic, your salt, your rosemary, your thyme and pepper in a small bowl. Cut lengthwise down roast almost to, okay, but not through the bottom. Okay, so almost to the bottom, but not through the bottom. Open it like a book and rub half of your garlic mixture onto cut sides of the pork. Spread your apple mixture evenly onto one cut side of the roast. Close the halves, okay? Tie the roast with kitchen string at 2-inch intervals. Coat inside of crock pot with non-stick cooking spray. Place your roast in the crock pot. Pour your apple cider over your roast. Rub outside of your roast with remaining garlic mixture. Cover and cook on low for 5 to 6 hours or on high for 2 to 3 hours or until the roast is tender. Remove the meat to your cutting board. Cover loosely with foil. Let stand for 10 to 15 minutes. Slice your roast just before cooking. This makes 14 to 16 servings. Can't you smell it cooking already? I can. And you know what? I'm going to go off and try this at least before the end of the year. And you got to do this too. All right, let's go to recipe 2. It's beef with apples and sweet potatoes. 1 boneless beef chuck shoulder roast. About 2 pounds. Trimmed and cut into 2-inch cubes. 1 40-ounce can of sweet potatoes, and you've got to drain it. 2 small onions sliced. 2 apples peeled, cored, and sliced. 1/2 cup of beef broth. 2 cloves of garlic minced, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme divided, 3/4 teaspoon of black pepper divided, 2 tablespoons of cold water, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Place your beef, your sweet potatoes, your onions, your apples, your broth, your garlic, salt, 1/2 teaspoon of thyme, and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper in a crock pot. Cover and cook on low for 8 to 9 hours. Remove the beef sweet potatoes, onions, and apples to the platter. Cover with foil to keep warm. Let your cooking liquid stand for 5 minutes to allow fat to rise. Skim off your fat and discard it. Stir your water, your cornstarch, remaining 1/2 teaspoon of thyme and 1/4 cup teaspoon of pepper and cinnamon into a small bowl. Okay, and let me just say this again. You stir your water, your cornstarch, remaining 1/2 teaspoon of thyme, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and cinnamon into a small bowl until smooth. Whisk into cooking liquid. Turn your crock pot to high, cover, cook for 5 minutes until cooking liquid is thickened. Serve sauce over your beef and sweet potatoes, onions, and apples. This makes 6 servings. Doesn't this sound like a complete meal? I think you should try this before the year finishes. Try it before 2016 comes by, okay? Sorry, before 2017 comes by. This is a terrific recipe for you to try. And we're going to make life easier for you, because if you want to try this, you can order the ingredients by clicking on the link in our show notes at www.takeanother5.com. Okay, click on the links and Amazon will send you these ingredients. So you don't have to worry about going out to shop for them. Just go out there and click on the links and presto, your ingredients will show up at your door. All right? Now, if you want to have a permanent copy of these recipes, please send us an email to info@sterlingcreations.ca. We'd be happy to send you all of our Christmas recipes or our holiday season recipes. And if you haven't tried them, you can do so next year. So it's never too late, okay? Just send an email to us at info@sterlingcreations.ca and we'll be happy to help out. So enjoy the rest of your cooking, and we'll catch you on the other side for our next segment.
Time to take another 5 with technology.
All right then, it's Donna Jodhan, and welcome to segment 2 of our weekly podcast, Take Another 5. So, if I could ask this question, did you get what you asked for this Christmas? Were your stockings filled with all kinds of great stocking stuffers? Tons and tons of tiny gadgets? Was your Christmas tree or under your Christmas tree filled with those gifts that you so much wanted? Did you have time to go to the App Store and download some of those great apps for your iDevice? Well then, I'm going to start off segment 2, Take Another 5 with Technology, with making this suggestion for you to look at. Please do it while you can before the year ends, while you have some time to browse the App Store. And this app is called it's called the Gate Guru app. If you spend a lot of time sitting in airports, then the Gate Guru app may be just what the doctor has ordered. I'm sure that many of us would love to know where to find certain places in our airport. So please listen on. This app is for the interior of airports. It tells you where different facilities and services in the airport are located. When first launched, it asks you if you want airport closest to your location, or you can enter a specific airport in another city. The Gate Guru app is good for if you have a layover or are stuck in an airport. You need to set up an account with Gate Guru before you use the check-in option. Tabs include terminals, checkpoints, reviews, and tips. At the top of the Terminals tab are the food, shop, services, and all kinds of buttons. I strongly recommend giving this app a try, and you can find it on your iDevice in the App Store. Give it a try and see how things work for you. Right then, I'm here to talk about the Wilson digital recorder as our Part 2 lower level technology gadget. All right. I have one of these, and how much do I love this little thing. It is handy, nifty, and travels a lot in my purse. You need to go out there and make friends with this little gem. Please listen on. Talk to the Wilson digital recorder. I have one of these, as I said, and I've bought several for visually impaired students, adults, and friends. This little digital recorder is very popular with anyone who enjoys the simple things in life. It measures approximately 3 1/3 inches and fits in the palm of one's hand. It has a belt clip on the back and uses 2 AAA batteries, but it's not included in the price. That is the batteries. The cost is $19.99 US with $5 shipping and handling fee. This company is based in California, and the website shows more products will be forthcoming in the future. The Wilson recorder can hold up to 15 messages, and each message can be as long as 4 minutes in length. It has no volume control, but the sound quality is very, very clear. There are only 3 buttons on the unit, and this makes this digital recorder very easy to learn and use. The button on the left is the record button. The button in the middle is the play stop button, and the button on the right is the delete button. A small blinking red light in the upper right-hand corner of the recorder will indicate that the unit is in the record mode. This recorder provides users with a quick and easy way of capturing information on the fly when they're visiting their doctor or given a phone number and don't have an effective way of getting the information into an accessible format. This recorder costs $19.95 US. And here's your contact information. Electronics ETC or Electronics etc. LLC, 7514 Girard Avenue, and that's Girard Avenue, 1-508, La Jolla, California. Okay? Toll-free number is 866-551-1588. Again, 866-551-1588. And the website is www.talktothewilson.com. www.talktothewilson.com. Okay, and you could send an email to admin@talktothewilson.com. Okay, so there you have it, folks. Lovely little gadget that you may have wanted to put into your stocking stuffer, but it's not too late to buy it for someone. And our app, Meet the Gate Guru app. It is time now to move on to segment 3, and we'll catch you on the other side.
Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, presenting author Donna Jodhan, author of the Detective DJ and Crime Crusher series and the 12 Days of Christmas Mysteries. Author Donna Jodhan, an author for all times. Join her campaign against bullying. www.donnajodhan.com/store.html. That's www.donnajodhan.com/store.html.
Hey, it's Donna Jodhan, and welcome to segment 3, our 5 Minutes Mystery. And we have another treat for you this week. I chose this mystery especially for you as our holiday season draws to a close, with the hope that you would enjoy this particular mystery, because it's a mystery that where hope rings eternal, where there's so many miracles, where there's so much enjoyment. And we truly, truly hope that you enjoy this one. This mystery is called Santa's Secret Christmas Ring. And this mystery, along with all of my other mysteries, Christmas mysteries and first and second seasons, are all available at my online store, www.donnajodhan.com. And you can either purchase these mysteries individually or in bundles for very, very affordable prices, or you can sign up for our monthly unlimited subscription to our library, where you will have the opportunity for a very affordable price to download as many times as you like and as many mysteries as you want. So, on with this week's mystery. Here is a description. Robbie had not always been the same. He had been forced to change his ways, and then he had embarked on a very different path. Robbie Davos had become a man of Christian beliefs, and one of them was that he had firmly believed in giving back and giving to those who really needed it. Robbie would tell you that his life had been a very fulfilling one, but there seemed to be something missing, and he was determined to find it before he departed this world. Find out how he found it in a very unique way, and what he did before he departed. Santa's Secret Christmas Ring is a fictional story of a mission fulfilled. A story filled with sadness, triumphs, mystery, and pleasant endings. Robbie Davis the child. Robbie was brash, aggressive, and a bully. He was nasty to his teachers and classmates. His teachers had become fed up of him. He had been an only child and had not wanted for anything. But he was often left with his nannies, as his parents had traveled a lot. Robbie was lonely, had often cried himself to sleep, and was often sent to his room by his parents. On this particular Thanksgiving, when his parents had promised to be home in time for Thanksgiving, when the housekeeper had prepared everything and had waited with Robbie, tragedy had struck at around 11 p.m. Robbie and his housekeeper were told that his parents had been killed in a car accident. At age 10, Robbie was now an orphan, and he had blamed himself for their death. Robbie Davis's transformation. Robbie's things had been packed up, the house had been put on the market, and Robbie had stayed with his dog in his room except to walk and feed him. The dog's name was Pele. And on a bright winter's day in mid-December, a large van had pulled up in front of the home. The housekeeper had told Robbie where he was going. Robbie did not respond. She had packed a large basket of some of his favorite foods and had also made up a care package for Pele. Robbie had fumbled with his backpack and a computer, looking straight ahead of him, refusing to look up at the housekeeper or the nanny. Then he had done something out of the ordinary. With tears welling up in his eyes, he had approached and had hugged both housekeeper and nanny, whispering under his breath that he was sorry. Then, with a long last backward glance at his soon-to-be ex-home, Robbie had gathered his backpack and computer. Then he had called to his dog, and the two had walked slowly towards the van. Other things about this story: Robbie's early adventures. Reverend Corey Brandon and his wife, Marianne, were now Robbie's guardians. They had had no children of their own and had been longtime friends of Robbie's parents. They had promised to do good by the little boy, and now his name would be Robbie Davis Brandon. The first Christmas was very difficult for Robbie, and after the holidays it was time to get down to business. The first 6 months were very difficult for young Robbie. He stoutly resisted change, and he was now living in a rural area and had chores to perform after school and on weekends. Summers were spent camping and fishing. But Robbie grew to love his new life. And on the second Christmas he had helped to hand out toys and had made up his own Santa suit and had perfected his very own Santa laugh. The kids had loved him. Other facts about this story: Robbie strikes gold. Robbie's Christmas dream. Robbie's secret mission. Around the world with Robbie. The young soldier's dilemma. A soldier's desperate prayer. The soldier's desperate plea. A Christmas surprise. Robbie's final story. This Christmas mystery is a must listen. It is audio comfort food at its best. And I really hope that you take the time to visit www.donnajodhan.com and go to our online store and pick up this mystery or any one of the other mysteries, Christmas mysteries, or any mystery for that matter. Pick it up. It's very affordable, very portable. You can listen to it on your MP3 player, your iDevice, your computer. So, there you have it. Now, it is time to move on to segment 4, and we will catch you on the other side.
In the End Zone with the Entrepreneur.
Hey, it's Donna Jodhan, and guess what? We're up to segment 4 of Take Another 5, and it's time for us to be in the end zone with the entrepreneur. And for this week, I'd like to talk to you about how to start a shoe repair service. You know, I've been an entrepreneur since 2000, and when I started out, the internet was nowhere to be found. So we had to advertise using such things as business cards, flyers, brochures, all hard copy stuff, and we had to depend a lot on by word of mouth. Also to advertise in our city's newspapers if we had enough money to do it. But with the evolution of the internet, things have become so much easier when it comes to advertising, when it comes to finding resources, all kinds of things. So let's get down to how to start a shoe repair service. And one more thing before we get going is this. You need to have a passion for what you do if you want to be an entrepreneur. So, if you are one, or you want to become one, or thinking of becoming one, or you know of someone who is one or wants to become one, then this segment is for you. So how to start a shoe repair service. If you're looking for something necessary and a bit unique, then this could very well be it. However, you need to obtain this type of expertise before you even go near starting a shoe repair business. If you don't have the necessary skills and expertise, you will certainly fail. Make sure that you are ideally located, easy to find, and easily visible. Services could be carried out over regular hours or during regular hours. You may want to think of offering some add-on services as well. And what could these types of services be? How about things like offering different types of products that would help to take care of the shoes of your clients, like things like sprays, polishes, all kinds of different products that will save the leather of the shoes, things like that. Also, you could look at things like after-hours delivery or after-hours opening so that clients who work hard during the day can count on you to be open when they pass by and they need something done in a hurry. 24-hour return service, where you guarantee that the person's shoes would be done within 24 hours is another type of add-on service that you can offer. There's so many types of services that you can offer, with a shoe repair service. Maybe you can also offer to do things like purses and wallets if you wanted to repair that for your clients. People are always looking for someone to repair their purses and their wallets if the leather splits or if the handles of the purses, if they burst and they need someone to fix it for them in a hurry. So there you go, in the end zone with the entrepreneur, short but sweet. And we are going now to segment 5, and we'll catch you on the other side.
Help us beat the bullies and the scams.
Hey there, it's Donna Jodhan, and guess what? We are at segment 5 of Take Another 5. It's our final segment for this week, and we want to thank you for having tuned in to listen to us, and we hope that you have enjoyed listening to it as much as we have enjoyed bringing it to you, but we're not quite yet done. And for this particular segment, staying ahead of scams and bullies, our first part has to do with being aware of those masquerading Apple technicians. They tell you that they are from Apple. They call you on the phone. They say that they can support you and your computer. Don't believe them. Apple never does business in this way. Hang up immediately. And even if they come to your door or have the temerity to come to your door and say we're Apple people, don't believe them. The best and simplest way for you to stay out of the clutches of these so-called Apple masqueraders is to go directly to an Apple store. Right then, we are now on to part 2, building awareness about bullying. Following the example of young Malala, the young lady who dared to stand up to the Taliban in her country, and if we were paying attention over the last few years, we should have been paying appropriate attention to the appropriate headlines. Those wise decision makers in Europe who awarded the Nobel Peace Prize to this young lady from Pakistan. Malala is her name. Truly, this is something terrific. This is a young lady who has dared to defy those big bad bullies from her country, who tried to kill her because of her undying belief that women in her country should receive an education. What a tremendous feat for one so young, and what a shining example for all of us to emulate. This is surely an example of someone who has dared to defy the odds, standing up to persons who have tried and continue to try to stop her from speaking out. If this is not an example of someone standing up to bullies and bullying, then what is? If this is not a true role model for our young folks to follow, then who else? If this is not the daughter that all mums and dads would want to have as their own, then what? Malala continues to stand up as she tackles bullying head-on. We need many more people like Malala to stand up and dare the bullies to go toe-to-toe with her. If we can convince others or convince ourselves and each other to follow in her footsteps. Just think of what a tremendous difference we will shortly see. We need to start pulling up our socks and coming up with ways to help our children. No more excuses and no more putting it off. All right then. This is the end of segment 5, and we'll go now to our wrap-up. I can't believe it's over for this week. So let's go to our wrap-up, and we'll catch you on the other side. Hello there, it's Donna Jodhan, and I wanted to stop by just before the closing of our weekly podcast, TakeAnother5, to ask you this. Are you looking for someone to do product reviews for you? Do you find that in order to get to your market more quickly and more easily, you need to have someone do product reviews for you, where they can testify to the appropriateness of your product, to the authenticity of your product, to your product that is a great product and one head above competition? If you are interested in these things, then please write to me at info@sterlingcreations.ca or give me a call at 416-491-7711. In addition, if you are looking for someone to do ghostwriting for you, to write articles, editorials, blogs, or even short stories for you, please give me a call at 416-491-7711, and I would be delighted to chat further with you on how you can use ghostwriting to become more effective with your articles, your blogs, your editorials, and short stories. We're living in a world where things are so busy, where things are so cluttered, and it never hurts for you to get some additional help from someone like myself. So please, call me at 416-491-7711 or write to me at info@sterlingcreations.ca. Thank you.
Thank you for having taken another 5. We wish you a fantastic day.
Hey there, it's Donna Jodhan, and we have come to the end of our podcast for this week, Take Another 5. We want to thank you for having stopped by to listen to us, and we want to wish you a great rest of the week, a great day, and guess what? All the very best to you for 2017. May your wishes and dreams come through. May you also have a great 2017, whatever you do, wherever you go, whoever you meet. Happy 2017 to all of you. We would like to invite you to return to us next week for the New Year's opening, and to follow us at Accessible World on Twitter, or at author_Jodhan on Twitter. Or you may like us on Facebook at Donna Jodhan or author Donna Jodhan. We are eternally grateful to you for all of your feedback, because it is only through you and with you that we could continue to produce our weekly podcast. We also invite you to pay attention to our announcement, which we made right after the last segment. And if you think that we could be of service to you, please do not hesitate to write to us at info@sterlingcreations.ca or give us a call at 416-491-7711. Now, just one more thing, and that is if you'd like to know more about the Wilson digital recorder, we have additional information for you that will show you how this little gadget, this nifty little gadget, can be used in so many different ways. But write to us, and we would be happy to send you more information on this recorder. In the meantime, folks, keep a song in your hearts. May the wind be at your backs. Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. We'll see you next year, 2017, but in the meantime, you take care and bye for now.